Welcome back to Elevated Sports. I'm your host, Kyle Johnson.
I'm Billy Mock.
We are continuing our Rays player March Madness bracket.
Yes, round of 32.
We're in the round of 32, and
Here
hopefully
we
we
go.
shall finish the entire bracket in this video.
If we don't, there will be a part 3, but hopefully...
That would be wild.
Here's the thing, whenever we talk Rays,
We're a little long-winded.
we get a little long-winded. And these matchups may...
They're a little difficult.
They may. All right, so jumping right into the first one. Oh, no.
Speaking of difficult.
Number 1 seed versus number 9 seed. Carl Crawford versus Willie Adames.
Oh, man, why you gotta do this to me? I loved Carl Crawford, but I currently love Willie Adames. I have to go Carl Crawford.
I was about to say the
sorry.
same thing.
I have to go Carl Crawford.
If we do this next year, I feel like Willie Adames will break into the Sweet 16, but not this year. Jason Bartlett versus Ben Zobrist. Don't worry, they just get the matchups get worse as we go into the later rounds.
I'm aware of that.
I gotta go Ben Zobrist.
I would agree. Ben Zobrist. Bartlett had some good memories, but Zobrist has lasting
I'll
memories.
give you a sneak peek into the Sweet 16 matchup.
Oh, mercy.
All right, Andy Sonnenstein, the lowest seed to make it into the round of 32 versus Sam Fold. 10 seed versus 15 seed.
I gotta go Sam Fold.
Sam Fold? All right, let's go Sam Fold.
Sam Fold brought more.
Sam
fond
Fold
memories.
makes it into the Sweet 16. Next matchup, Joaquin Benoit versus Casey Kochman, a 14 versus 11.
I don't remember too much of Joaquin Benoit, so I'm gonna have to go Casey Kochman. We're
Let's
going
go
hometown man.
All right, we have our 4 guys from the Crawford bracket. Now we move down to the Scott Kazmir bracket. Our first matchup is Scott Kazmir and James Shields,
Oh no.
the number 1 and 2 guys from the 2008 team. Oh my goodness.
Personally, I prefer Big Game James.
Big Game James.
I got Big Game James.
All right. Scott Kazmir is our first 1 seed knocked out of the tournament. Scott Kazmir be like, Zoinks. G-Man Choi versus Rafael Soriano.
Soriano. Jimmy Choi. It's
G-Man
definitely
Choi
Jimmy
for
Choi.
sure. Yeah, I mean, Soriano, big win and beating ball 4 to get in there. I mean, it took us a rock, paper, scissors to get him in there.
This is true.
But he can't beat G-Man Choi.
No.
Wade Davis and Matt Moore.
I think I gotta go Matt Moore.
Matt Moore, let's do it. Oh, here's our next one. Dan Johnson versus Brandon Lau. The legend versus the recency. I already know my pick.
The legend.
The legend.
The legend. Dan Johnson.
I have his bobblehead. I got it at FanFest.
We have a Johnson making it to the Sweet 16 representing
Moving down to the Meadows bracket. Austin Meadows versus Akinori Uemura.
Austin Meadows.
Yeah.
As I mentioned in the first round, not a big fan of Akinori.
Tyler Glasnow and Matt Joyce.
Matt Joyce was a fan favorite. Tyler Glasnow is currently one of my favorites. Not to mention the fact that I think he's going to be a Cy Young candidate this year. I'm going with Glasnow.
Give us Glasnow. All right, our next matchup. Kevin Kiermaier and Fernando Rodney. Oh, man.
Oh no. I like Kevin, but I'm not like 100% on Kevin. Like, I can appreciate other people like loving Kevin Kiermaier. I'm gonna go Fernando Rodney. I love the celebration. The celebration just got me every time.
Give me the celebration.
Yes.
I was about to say we'll rock, paper, scissors because Kiermaier's been our guy from since 2013.
I don't get me wrong. I like Kevin Kiermaier.
But Rodney, the celebration. He just, yeah. And the stellar season. I forget what season it was, but he was just like lights out one season. Anyway, here's a tough matchup. Matt Garza and Charlie Morton.
I gotta go Matt Garza.
I'm going Matt Garza as well.
Matt Garza.
Matt Garza. All right, to the David Price bracket, our final bracket. David Price versus BJ Upton. I could go either way.
A lot of people didn't like BJ Upton because he lacked hustle.
Yes.
And that was probably his biggest flaw. I liked BJ Upton. I just thought he was a fun player, but he did lack hustle. David Price left us to the Red Sox.
Well, originally it was the Tigers, and then the Blue Jays, and then the Red Sox. I could go either way on this one, to be honest.
Let's go BJ Upton.
BJ Upton it is. We have another 1 seed out. David Price joins.
Don't hate me. Don't hate me for my decisions.
Don't hate. Appreciate. Oh, 2 third basemen.
Oh, well,
Yandy Diaz versus Evan Longoria.
Longo.
Yeah. Sorry, Mr. Biceps. Rocco Baldelli versus Sean Rodriguez. Two very underrated Rays right
They
there.
are, but I think I have to go Rocco Baldelli.
Yeah, I'm going to go Baldelli as well.
More fond memories. I just like Rocco.
And our final matchup, Carlos Pena and Blake Snell.
I mean, I wanted Blake Snell out in the first one,
Yeah.
so I got to go Carlos Pena.
All right, we have our Sweet 16. Let's roll with it. Let's move back up.
Back up to the top we go.
Crawford bracket. Carl Crawford versus Ben Zobrist.
Man, do we have to choose?
Yes, unfortunately.
Ben Zobrist could play anywhere. Not necessarily everywhere, but he could play a lot of positions. But Carl Crawford he was something else. He was a different beast.
He was.
I got to go CC. Carl Crawford.
Carl Crawford, let's go.
Sorry, Big Ben.
Carl Crawford moves into the Elite Eight.
Big Benny Zobe.
Sam Fold and Casey Kochman.
It's weird to say it, but I think Casey Kochman's going to the Elite Eight.
Really?
Do you think differently?
I'll take him. Personally, when I did this on my own, I don't remember where Casey Kochman lost. Neither do I remember when Sam Fold lost.
Does that mean Casey Kochman went all the way?
Yeah, I don't know. He may have. Our next one, we have James Shields versus G-Man Choi.
Oh, no. Why did it have to come down to this?
I mean, do we disrespect the brand if we go against G-Man?
I think we do, but think about everything James Shields did
Big
for
Game
us.
James. Complete Game James.
I think we have to go with Big Game James.
Oh, G-Man, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry, G-Man. That's tough. Man, I don't want to do this anymore. Can we quit?
Better not let Connor watch this video.
Hey, Connor, please don't watch.
All right, next matchup, we have Matt Moore versus Dan Johnson. Dan Johnson.
The legend has to move on.
Dan Johnson's funny because he's like the worst player ever to be remembered for something good. he consistently hit like 180, but then he would just come up in the ninth inning and just hit the most clutch home run of all time, which he did. He hit the game tying home run in 162.
Yeah, Dan Johnson, what a beast.
Oh yeah,
Something about Johnson's, man.
like I will. There is no other player on planet Earth that will be so beloved by fans that hit 180 consistently throughout his career. There's just no other player, and that's Dan Johnson. Austin Meadows versus this is ironic. Meadows versus Glasnow. this is ironic.
Oh, thanks, Chris Archer.
This already happened. Meadows versus Glasnow at Rays Fan.
Oh, this did happen in Rays Fan. Who won?
I don't remember who won.
I don't either.
Connor was in the middle of Austin Meadows and Tyler Glasnow in the celebrity
Who is
face contest.
Oh no, this really could go either way for me.
Meadows versus Glasnow.
I don't know if I can pick. I think you're gonna have to pick this one.
Oh man, I own a Meadows jersey. I don't own a Glasnow jersey. I think I'm gonna go Meadows on this one.
That's fine. I do like Austin Meadows.
I see Meadows being more of a kind of a Carl Crawford type than Glasnow
other than
being
the fact
like
that Meadows isn't stealing bases out the wazoo.
yeah, that's true. But I mean I could see Meadows staying with us longer than Glasnow. Fernando Rodney versus Matt Garza. That's a tough one.
That is another tough one. You got the celebration versus the complete or the no hitter.
Yeah, and the years of consistency. I personally would go Garza on this one.
That's fine. Sorry, Mr. Celebration.
DJ Upton versus Evan Longoria.
I have to go Evan Longoria.
Yeah. That's also another ironic one because they actually did go up against each other. Remember when they fought in the dugout one year?
I don't remember that.
It was on one of BG Upton's lack of hustle plays.
Oh,
and
that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, some guy turned like what should have been a single into like a triple because Upton was like jogging, and as soon as they came in the dugout, Longoria got in his face, and they threw a couple punches. Longoria, all right, and our final matchup of the Sweet 16: Rocco Baldelli and Carlos Pena.
Oof, Carlos Pena.
Yeah, I give it Pena.
I can still hear it every single time he would step up to bat. Now up to bat for the Tampa Bay Rays, your first baseman, Carlos Pena.
Okay, we have our Elite Eight.
And then some Hispanic music. It was amazing. I will love it.
Our first matchup of the Elite Eight: Carl Crawford versus Casey Kochman. Casey Kochman's been like the Cinderella team here.
It has been. He has been. But I think this is where his run ends.
His run ends in the Elite Eight. Carl Crawford moves on to the Final Four.
I don't want to do that final bracket.
We're going to have to.
I know what that final bracket comes down to, and I don't want to do it.
Okay, our champion of the Casimir bracket. We have James Shields versus Dan Johnson. Oh, no.
I don't want to do these brackets anymore.
No. James Shields versus Dan Johnson. That may be the hardest one yet.
I think I have to go James Shields.
James Shields? All right.
You could always count on James Shields.
You could, for sure. Hey, underrated moment in James Shields' career when he threw at Coco Crisp. The fight with Coco Crisp.
Isn't that where Coco Crisp charged the mound?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny Gomes, the guy that lost in the round of 64, was kind of the guy that like tackled him and was just like destroying him. All right, Austin Meadows versus Matt Garza.
Favorite Rays player.
Matt Garza or Austin Meadows? Oh my goodness.
Man, I gotta go Garza.
Matt Garza. I'll catch that statement. I will send them home.
It's hard because you got all these new players who you're fond of now, but you have so many good memories with all these old players.
The memories I think sometimes override the currency. Last matchup, I'm scared to look at what this.
No, I already know. Let me tell you what it is. It's Evan Longoria versus Carlos Pena.
What?
Oh, what?
Evan Longoria versus Carlos Pena. Here's the thing. I can't see Longoria not being in the Final Four.
It's so hard to knock him out of the Final Four. I love Evan Longoria, but I love Carlos Pena. Why do you have to put these two together?
This easily could have been a Final Four matchup.
This could have been the final matchup.
Longoria versus Pena. Who are you taking? One of the guys, you have to take away all of your memories of being a Ray. And the other guy gets to stay in your memories of being a Ray. Who are you choosing?
Evan Longoria has to stay.
Yeah, I agree.
Sorry, Carlos Pena. Dang, nabbit. I hate this bracket.
Okay, our Final Four. Oh no, I already know what it is.
Carl Crawford.
Carl Crawford versus James Shields. Carl Crawford wins it.
Yeah.
All right. Carl Crawford advances to the championship. And our final, Evan Longoria versus Matt Garza. Evan Longoria. Matt Garza had a phenomenal run. He knocked out some heavyweights in this one, but Evan Longoria.
Levin Longoria.
So that leads us to our championship.
Carl Crawford versus Evan Longoria. They both played the left side of the field.
Both played for the 2018. Carl Crawford, I think he was on 4 All-Star teams. Longoria, I believe he was only on 2. Longoria, longest tenured Ray, I believe, 2008 through 2017. Believe he's won the most Gold Gloves with the Rays, unless Kevin Kiermaier beats him out. Viewers, let us know what you think in the comments below, and we'll see you next time. No, we can't do that, Tom. We can't. Longoria or Crawford? This is crazy. What?
There's only one way that this bracket ends for me.
Is if Longoria wins?
It's if Longoria wins. Longoria, 2008 season was my first time watching baseball. That was the first time I was introduced to the Rays, and which was ironically Evan Longoria's first season and their first season as the Tampa Bay Rays. Longoria has been with me for the long run.
Yeah.
Carl Crawford proceeded, but like when I got on board, Evan Longoria was on board.
Yeah.
And we went the long run.
Dun 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 dun.
The walk-up music, iconic.
Iconic. If he ever does return to Tropicana Field with what I don't think the Giants. Well,
I hope so, man.
No, we played the NL West last year. We wouldn't play him this year, unless we played in the World Series this year. I feel like if whenever he comes back, makes the return to the Trop, they should play the walk-up music, even if he's on the visiting team.
That would be amazing.
So there you have it.
No hard feelings towards
none of these players. No hard feelings towards any of these players.
Well, maybe a couple of them.
Maybe.
Grant Balfour.
Hey, I almost put Diego Castillo on this list. I don't know how you feel about him. Could have easily swapped him.
That would have been hard feelings.
There you have it. Evan Longoria, our favorite Ray of all time. Man, these matchups were tough. Let us know what you think about this bracket. Who's your favorite Ray of all time? What other brackets should we do? What other misery should we put ourselves through? Let us know. Like this video, comment, subscribe. Go Rays. Check the description for our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. See you next time.